Hello! We hope you had a great 2023 and are already enjoying this new year. Avanti Residential had a busy and exciting 2023. We've created a summary of the past year for you that includes highlights about Avanti's portfolio, our achievements, and notable insights. You'll hear from our chairman, Doug Andrews, our president and CEO, Christian Garner, and our vice president of innovation and analytics, Ian Andrews. Before we dive in, we would like to extend our sincerest gratitude to you, our investors, for your support in our 2023 success. We are so proud of what we have accomplished together, and we are excited for what's to come in 2024. Now, let's turn it over to Doug, Chris, and Ian.
2023 was a difficult year, and real estate is facing many challenges. The office sector is in bad shape and getting worse, largely due to the damage from COVID and the work-from-home movement. Retail is struggling with continuing competition from the internet. Even industrial prices and rents are moderating. Apartments continue to outperform, but we are also facing challenges. Operating expenses have increased dramatically, especially property taxes, insurance, and labor. Rents are flat to falling, although holding up better in older, more affordable properties. Governments are limiting our ability to cover costs with fees, such as move-in charges, pet rent, etc. And we continue to struggle with delinquency because the federal agency lenders Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac continue to enforce COVID emergency standards for evictions. We used to be able to evict non-paying residents in less than a month, but now it takes at least 6 weeks, and appeal rights can and often do extend this to 4 months and more.
Last year was characterized by significant challenges in the investment market, but also by Avanti's forward progress and improvement in how we execute on creating value at our properties. On the investment front, we identified and closed one multifamily acquisition in 2023. Summit Square is located on the southeast side of the Kansas City Metro in Missouri within the Lee's Summit submarket. Lee's Summit is similar to Overland Park, 10 miles west in Kansas City, in that the area has excellent schools, wonderful residential neighborhoods, solid employment opportunities, and best-in-class services. The location is one of the best in the region and centered in the path of growth. Built in 2018, the property contains 304 units and is in excellent condition. The value proposition is having our on-site team capture a mark-to-market opportunity of raising rents 11% and to continue benefiting from sustained market rent growth. Unlike many multifamily markets in the U.S., Kansas City has only modest new supply growth and continues to enjoy positive rent growth. The property was purchased at 15% below replacement cost and was financed with an attractive 10-year fixed-rate loan at 5.11%. and is forecast to generate a 13% IRR and 7% annual cash on cash once stabilized. This epitomizes what our acquisition team is seeking: excellent, newer vintage real estate in path of growth markets at below replacement cost pricing and with a value add proposition. We expect similar opportunities to become more frequently available in the upcoming 12 to 18 month period. And we're working on capital formation solutions so that we're prepared to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves. First and foremost, we look to our legacy investors for investment capital, but also continue to build institutional venture relationships. To better understand your investment appetite and risk tolerance over the next 12 to 18 months, we will be sending you an investor questionnaire, which Doug and I ask that you complete. There will be more information on the survey forthcoming, so please keep an eye out for email communications from Avanti.
Most major markets in the country are overbuilt with apartments today. Over 3 years, Denver will complete 45,000 new apartments, which is 15% of the supply. Colorado Springs is worse, with 25% being added. Phoenix vacancy is now 10.9%, with another 9% of the supply coming. We keep seeing reports and news articles saying vacancy is around 5% and rents are rising, albeit slowly. But we know this is distorted because the data services don't include vacancies in new properties until they stabilize. For example, CoStar reported vacancy for Denver at 5.3% for the third quarter, but it was really 8.7% including lease-ups. And they don't fully account for concessions, which are now 2 to 3 months free on a typical 12-month lease. Although demand for apartments remains strong by historical standards, most markets are absorbing significantly less than the number of new apartments delivered. For example, Denver delivered about 15,000 new apartments last year, but only absorbed 8,000, a little more than half. Believe me, vacancy is increasing and rents are falling. I'm happy to note that 2 exceptions to this dynamic are Kansas City, which is adding only 4.4% of the supply, and South Florida, where demand is so strong that the market absorbed 80% of the units delivered last year. The good news is that these are exactly the times we have prepared for. We have had to temporarily reduce distributions on some properties and may have to reduce others in the coming year. Of course, your preferred return continues to accrue, and we will catch up as conditions improve. Virtually all of our loans are now low-leverage, interest-only 10-year loans at very low rates, so we will never miss a loan payment. Your capital investment is secure, and our basis is very attractive. Construction starts have ground to a halt, and values and rents will increase once the excess supply is absorbed.
We knew there were going to be challenges in 2023, and the conditions would likely worsen into 2024. In response to that outlook, we completed the systems upgrades Avanti initiated in 2022, especially within our accounting, investor relations, and property management departments. We also focused on our people and culture. I really believe that Avanti's differentiation comes from our culture and people, and that our long-term property ownership strategy provides the opportunity for that differentiation to be realized at our properties by outperforming the market. You may recall me speaking last year about the Ignite Happy initiative. This is a simple initiative. Create a culture with emphasis on service and empower our employees to do whatever it takes to make their customer or coworker happy. I believe a little bit of kindness goes a long way and that it's good for business. We saw immediate results from this initiative in 2023. Surprisingly, we experienced turnover with some of our operations employees leaving Avanti because they didn't believe in our cultural direction. Imagine that, losing employees because they didn't believe in our ethos of service. The result? An immediately stronger and more effective property management team.
Looking forward to 2024, we expect to see bargains begin to appear in overbuilt markets. Developers will struggle to refinance construction loans as they come due, and many will be forced to sell at a discount. We have kept our acquisition team intact and are scouring our markets for attractive opportunities. We think we will see some great deals and look forward to growing our portfolio. Meanwhile, we are focusing on operations. Since we took management in-house 5 years ago, Avanti Management has secured a reputation as one of the best managers in the business. We receive kudos from all of our institutional joint venture partners, and I credit Chris Garner and especially Brenda Gammy, who runs our property management business, for our stellar performance. But we are not satisfied with the status quo. We have been studying strategies to reduce our operating costs across the portfolio. Our concept, which some of the largest apartment managers are also pursuing, is to harness technology to centralize and reduce operating costs while improving service to our residents and prospects. Led by Director of Innovation Ian Andrews, we will implement significant changes in 2024, changes that will be cutting edge and ultimately transformative for the entire apartment industry.
At Avanti Residential, our objective is to be at the forefront of technological innovation in our industry, and last year marked a period of considerable advancement towards this goal. As a mid-size owner-operator, we possess an abundance of technological talent and experience, far surpassing what's typical for companies of our size. This advantage allows us to be nimble in process implementation, navigating around the bureaucratic hurdles that often slow down larger companies. The upcoming year is set to be a period of significant transformation, with a sharpened focus in two key areas. First, we are pushing forward our operational efficiencies through technological innovation. This will be a considerable strategic shift aimed at streamlining our organization from top to bottom. Second, we're committed to enhancing our ancillary income by focusing on optional services that deliver best experience for our residents. The emphasis on optional is crucial. Rather than focusing on folding mandatory fees into rent, we're dedicated to understanding our residents' needs and providing services that genuinely enrich their lives. This approach is central to Avanti's values, aiming to support our residents while simultaneously strengthening the property's financial health. Over the past 2 years, Avanti has been diligently laying the groundwork for our technological shift. Our strategy has encompassed a range of initiatives, including strategic investment with joint ventures with leading technology experts. We've nurtured relationships with some of the top innovators in the market, engaging as research and development clients and taking on significant technological projects in-house. A key component to our strategy has been not just gathering high-quality data, but ensuring our complete ownership of it. This focus on data ownership is key, positioning us at the forefront of AI revolution in real estate. This transformative journey at Avanti is not just about operational improvements. It's about redefining how we conduct business, drive innovation, and connect with our residents. Your ongoing support is vital as it propels us towards becoming a market leader in innovation and growing investment value.
I believe this will establish Avanti as an industry leader, but really, our secret sauce is our people. We have great leaders and are building talent across the platform. 4 years ago, I established a profit-sharing program we call Avanti Shares. I contribute a percentage of my promote on each Avanti investment to a fund for our employees. Shares in the fund are awarded annually on the basis of position, performance, and tenure. Dividends are paid annually, and after 4 years, we are seeing a real impact in the high quality and lower turnover of our employees. Our head count has shrunk in the last year because we sold 2 properties and only bought 1, the Summit Square property in Kansas City. Interest rates surged to 16-year highs last year, but then dropped at the end of the year with the 10-year Treasury at about 4%. This makes mortgages available around 5.5%, down from 6.5% to 7%. But cap rates have remained too low, especially for quality product. Although there are very few sales, prices are still too high, and we are content to sit on the sidelines until they drop below replacement cost so that we can achieve higher returns with lower risk.
The multifamily industry also took notice of Avanti's exceptionalism. In December, the Apartment Association of Kansas City named Avanti Residential the Management Company of the Year. The Arizona Multifamily Association named Brenda Gammy, our Executive VP, Arizona's 2023 Executive of the Year. And in December, we were named the nation's 12th best place to work in multifamily and the 8th best place to work for women in multifamily. The National Apartment Association named our Performance Development Manager, who was charged with driving Ignite Happy, Faith Mendoza, to their 20 people in their 20s to watch. We're also starting 2024 strong. The Apartment Association of Kansas City has just nominated Doug Andrews and Avanti Residential as the Owner of the Year for 2024.
A year ago, I announced that Avanti would enter the development business, and we even hired a veteran director of development. Once we analyzed the pipeline and realized the extent of overbuilding, we put that initiative on indefinite hold. The one development we started, the 42-unit 29X in Denver's Sloan's Lake neighborhood, is now nearing completion, and we will start leasing in March. This is a joint venture between Avanti and RE Solutions, and I'm happy to report that although we're a couple of months behind schedule, the project is within budget. The building looks great, and we think it will lease quickly in spite of a softer market due to its unique location, high quality, and small size.
We will continue this great work, and we are committed to expanding our innovation and technology initiatives. As our business becomes more challenging, to succeed, we need to deliver the highest talent to our properties and operate at a lower cost. As rent growth is pressured through regulations and cyclical supply, we need to create and capture new sources of ancillary income. To measure our success, we need to benchmark our results against our competitors, something our industry still does not do very well. Technology is a solution to these challenges. Ian Andrews, our VP of Innovation and Analytics, is the driving force behind our vision and is leading the initiatives in this groundbreaking work.
2024 promises to be a challenging year, but Avanti is well positioned to take advantage of bargains when they appear. The future of our industry remains bright, and I'm excited about the growth ahead. Thank you for investing with Avanti.
I'm Chris Garner, and my door's always open.